Hello and welcome, guys. Welcome to this video. Thank you for clicking on it. Thank you for committing to this podcast episode number 3. This is the podcast about knitting and crocheting and yarn and crafting and all that good stuff. So if you're into that, stick around. Thank you for clicking on this video and thank you for being on my channel. Appreciate you so very much. So as I said, this is podcast number 3 that I recently started some podcasts on my channel, and yeah, I'm really enjoying creating some of this and expressing my love and joy for crafting or fine arts. Yeah, so thank you very much for being here. So in this podcast we will be talking about finished objects, knit and crochet, and we will be talking about works in progress. I'm just throwing an eye on my little pile on the side here so that I make sure I say everything. Works in progress as well as acquisitions. I do have a few little fun stuff to show that I have recently acquired in relation to the craft. Yeah, I really love crafting. I really love knitting. I really love crocheting. I'm not a great knitter, but I'm pretty good with crocheting. But I love both. They feel like they just so therapeutic for me, so relaxing, and it's just so much fun to put on an item that you created yourself. You know what I mean? It brings a lot of joy. It brings a lot of joy and happiness to my life. So I generally knit for myself. Knit and crochet for myself and for my son. Occasionally I'll do something for someone else who has asked. I usually shy away from gifting people handmade items because I feel like people have unrealistic expectations about what they're gonna get when it comes to handmade items, and I feel like most people don't really have an appreciation for something that's handmade and the time and the effort that you put in there. So if someone specifically asks, okay, I'll put in the effort and I'll do it, but I don't generally gift people. It's just for me and my son. Okay, so yeah, so if you're loving fiber arts, if you're into yarn, if you're into crochet, into knitting, stay tuned. I must say I cut myself while I was cooking in the kitchen, and I don't have the proper equipment or the proper first aid stuff, so I just kind of made it work with what was available to me. So yeah, let's get it started, right? Let's get it started. And if you're liking this video, please go ahead and like, please go ahead and subscribe, please go ahead and comment if what do you do? Do you knit more? Do you craft more? Do you knit more or do you crochet more? Which one is your favorite? Or are you into any other different types of crafts? Leave a comment in the comments box below, and yeah, don't forget to subscribe. I'm watching you. Yeah, so we're gonna go ahead and start with some finished objects. All right, so we're gonna go ahead and start with what I'm wearing. Yes. This is my cropped knit cardigan, and it is just giving me so much of joy, so much of happiness. I love it to bits. So this is made out of wool, and I double-stranded whenever I was knitting it. It is a little heavy whenever you hold it on its own, but on my body it's literally fine. It's just nice and warm, and I just love it. I love it. As you can see, the collar is obviously a bit off. You have to just adjust it. Yeah, you have to just adjust the collar to make sure that it sits well, but I love it anyway. It's just so nice. It's so warm. It's so cozy. And a little story about this one. So I started knitting this one and then I ran out of yarn. So if you can notice, the color, it is mustard color, but it's not quite the same sort of mustardy color. You know what I mean? There's a little bit of a difference. This is more like mustardy, the perfect one that I was working with, and then this one came a little dusty mustardy, sorry, dusty mustardy. It wasn't like exactly the same, even though I bought it from, I literally went on my cart and I said reorder the exact same yarn, but when it came, it wasn't quite the same. But I was like, you know what, it's fine. It is what it is. Overall, I'm quite happy with it. But yeah, that's the story there, is that I ran out of this yarn initially that I had bought. So I had to get some more because I just wanted it to be this mustardy color. I wanted it to be one color. I didn't want to blend it with different colors. And then the issue was that when this, you see here, like you can see it very clearly, like this is more like the color that I was going for, the nice one that I loved so much. And this one came out a little, came to me, and it was a little off in terms of like the color, but I was fine. I was like, it's fine, it is mine and I love it anyway. And the color is crochet, I must say, because initially I wasn't going to put on a color. It was just going to be a cardigan with no color. But then as I finished it and I put it on, I said, you know what, this is missing something. Something's missing here. And I thought, you know what about a ginormous collar like this one, just to make it nice and cozy and just so, comfy, I guess. And yeah, so I decided to just crochet the collar. I didn't knit it. And yeah, I think it's fine. I think it matches even the stitch that I used. I think I used half double crochet, half double crochet using the back loop on only. And I think it matches sort of like the pattern that's going down here. It's not a vast noticeable difference, and it's fine. I love it. So that is the first one, my most exciting one. So the second little thing that I've made, this is a crochet piece. It's a little pouch, and I made this pouch so that I could put on, store the mic thing. So I just made this little pouch. It has, some buttons in here, and let's see, yeah, and it's made with acrylic, and again I double stranded just so that it can have a little bit of structure and just be a little bit more solid. So that is the second one. And then I think you're gonna see a lot of crochet pieces. I think that this is the only knit item that I have as a finished object. So my second one is this one. You just kind of, you know what I mean? It's giving that vibe. I don't know what you call them, but this is what I was going for. And it is crochet, and I love it. It's quite nice. And it's made out of 100% cotton, so it's nice and airy and, breathable and beautiful, and I love it too. And then I made a second one. I think this is the one that I made before I made this one. I started with this one. I really, really love this stitch. I think it's called the shell stitch, if I'm not mistaken. I could be wrong. And it's also nice. It's a triangular shape, which is my favorite. And from the back, it looks really, really nice. And yeah, it is crochet as well, and it is made of 100% cotton. I loved making it white so that, I could put it on. Maybe if I'm wearing something black, I have a thing with the color black, or wearing like full on black. Like, I mean, I love the look of full on black, but something about it. So it's nice to just throw this over, like if I'm wearing full on black, I just kind of throw this white just to kind of dilute that black energy, you know what I mean? Yeah, I'm superstitious like that, guys, but I love it. You're gonna hear me say I love all of this stuff a lot, because I do. And it brings me so much of joy. And then next I made this little mat. Okay, this is a mat, and I just kind of put my son's school bags yeah, on top of it. I just kind of laid down and I put my son's school bags on top of it on a little corner. And yeah, it's made up of, I don't know what it's called, but it is definitely, this is the yarn that you use for making mats. It's not, I don't know, it's not acrylic. It's not, I don't know what it is. But it's definitely used for making mats. It's quite strong and it's, you know, durable and solid. And yeah, it's definitely something that you use for mats. I think I have a ball of it, but it's a different color. Hold on, let me just go and get it. All right, so it's okay. Obviously, this is like a different color, but it's the same sort of, you know, brand that I used for making this mat. And sadly, and most unfortunately, it doesn't say it doesn't say on the little strand here what it is. But it's really, really strong, and it's definitely used for making mats or something like, or making like baskets. I've made a basket. I'll show you the basket that I've made as well. All right, so this is the basket that I made with the same kind of, you know, yarn, and it's really, really strong, really, really durable, and it stands up, it holds up pretty well. So this is the basket I made for my son to just to put up some of his stuff in here. So that was nice, and you know, just get a little organized. So yeah, and I think that is it for finished objects. And I think the star of the show is definitely this crop cardigan. Oh, oh, love it to bits. This is the star of the show. So then we are now going to move on along to works in progress. So the first work in progress, I think I showed, there are no new works in progress. These works in progress, I've showed them in the previous episode, but I have made some progress on them. So this is the jumper that I'm making for my brother. Excuse me. Bless me. So this is the jumper that I'm making for my brother, and I'm working on the sleeves now. I think when I showed it, I was still working with the body and this part. So I'm done with the body now, and I'm working on the sleeves now, right? And surprise, surprise, I have run out of yarn, as you can see. So I am waiting on some more yarn. Or maybe I just need to look in my yarn stash to see if I don't have this color or this particular, you know, yarn. And if I don't, I'm gonna have to either add a different color, or if I don't have a matching different color, I'm gonna have to order some more of this one. But yeah, this is this. I think it's really, really nice. And it's going to be really, really warm because it is made out of wool. And then the second whip that I have is, which I've showed it again on the previous episode, but I've made some progress as well on it. It is the knit blanket. So this is knit, and you just make squares and join them together. You just make squares and join them together. You know, you can sew them together or you can do whatever, but I'm just literally just doing a single crochet across to join them. But I think in theory you need to be sewing them together, but I'm not. Sewing isn't really my jam as of right now. I mean, I'm building up to it, but as of right now it's not really my thing. So I just literally just single crocheted it across. I have made some progress, and I think I'm on the last sort of bit of stripe. So you make little stripes and then join. So I'm on the last one now. I think it's supposed to be a little lap blanket, you know, just a little lappy moment. It's not like something like when you're sitting on the couch and then you just throw this on to feel a little bit warm. Oh, I must not fall. grabbing that real quick, and now I'm on my last strand, and this is all that I have. I'm joining these two colors together. And this is where I am right now. Sorry about that. So this is where I am right now with the last strand. So hopefully on my next podcast episode, this blanket will be done. Crossing fingers. I am really enjoying making it, even though it is just stockinette stitch, because it's different blocks, and it's like different. You get to play with the colors and have fun along the way. I'm still really enjoying making this blanket. It hasn't bored me at all, even though it's the same stitch over and over again. And it's really easy as well to carry around, because you're only working with one strap at a time. So you don't have to carry this whole entire blanket. You can just carry the strip that you're working on, and it makes a great like travel along, project. I mean, if you're going on a road trip, if you're moving around, it makes a really good thing to carry around with you, so that you knit as you move along with life. So I'm really enjoying making this blanket, and I do hope that the next time I do a podcast, it will be done. But if it is not done, I won't show it as a whip. I'll just be silent about it and wait until it's finished. Right? Yeah, so I think those are the only two whips that I have. The blanket is made out of like just different blends. I do have some acrylic. It's mostly wool, but I do have some acrylic, and I do have some cotton blocks in there. It doesn't really bother me. I think I did mention the story behind this blanket. So the story is that this blanket, I started it whenever I said that, you know what, I want to start knitting. And so I had learned the stockinette stitch. And so I thought, what better way to practice this stitch but by doing a whole blanket. So I just decided to do this blanket just so that I could practice that stitch. But, I'm still enjoying it even today. It's almost done though, and I'm going to be really happy to put it on my lap and sit on my couch and be all cozy with my son. Right? So then we are going to go ahead and talk about some acquisitions, right? And the very first acquisition that I want to talk about is the Micaroo. Yay! So hopefully you can hear me better now. And I'm hoping that, it filters out, some of the outside noises, like the dogs barking and, people cutting grass outside, and life continues on the outside while I sit here and record. So I do hope this mic makes a huge difference in the quality of the sound of this video. And if it does, please let me know. Comment down below. Yes, the mic works. Oh no, the mic is still, your sound is still not good. And then we can look at, other options as well. But yeah, I did test it out, and I thought that the sound was coming through pretty well. So this is the first acquisition. I'm really happy, and I'm excited to continue this podcast. It does come with a little fluffy thing, and when I did read online, it said that you use the fluffy thing if you're doing any recording outside, so that it filters out all the, the wind and the howling of the noises. The wind mostly. So, and then it said that you don't have to use it whenever you are inside, because there's no wind blowing. So I went with that. Hopefully it's not annoying, or like you can hear me swallowing. Please do let me know if like you can hear me, like, all those awkward sounds like swallowing and all those awkward things that go on with mics. Let me know so that I can see how I can fix that. Okay, comment down below. I'm here to improve. I'm here to be better. I just decided to bring some of these acquisitions a little closer, and I think that the first thing that I'm going to talk about are these little crochet hooks. Oh, let me put this down so I can give them the moment to shine. I think that they are just literally so much fun. And I just love, I love the decoration, the flowers. These are the crochet hooks that are designed to bring joy in one's life. And let me see, I bought a 3.5, a 4, and a 4.5. I usually work with like a 4.5. So yeah, 4 and a 4.5. I do use a 3.5 as well, especially if I'm working with a cotton, like those really thin cottons. So I work with a 3.5 in that case, but I usually work with a 4 and a 4.5 and a 5. But I bought these ones and I think that they are just the star of the show when it comes to the things that I've acquired. I love them so much. I love the flowers. I love the glitter. I love how different they are to the rest of my crochet hooks. So I bought them because, you know, I thought this, if I have this, I'm going to be happy, right? And I'm all about all the things that make me happy. Yes, bring them close to me. Yeah. Yeah. So those are the crochet hooks that I bought. I'm really, really happy about them. And then I bought some knitting needles. I already have some knitting needles, but the ones that I have are really, really long. I think they're 35 centimeters long, and these are like 25 centimeters long, if I'm not mistaken. So, you know, I just feel like if I'm working on a smaller project, those longer ones can really get, you know, a little bit annoying sometimes. They're good if I'm working on something long, like, you know, but I just feel like they're a bit too long, right? And they really can be annoying sometimes. So I got these little shorter ones, 25 centimeters long, and I got a 8 millimeter, a 6 millimeter, and I got a 4.5 millimeter, which is usually, you know, where I usually work. Those are the needle sizes that I usually work with. So yeah, that's what I got. This is the last sort of batch. It's a batch purchase. It is yarn. Yay! So I am planning on making a colorwork sweater or jumper. I'm planning on knitting a colorwork jumper. I don't know if it's a sweater or a jumper, but I'm planning on knitting one of those, you know, and it's going to be like colorwork. I already have my pattern that I made myself. Hold on, let me show you my pattern, right? And so I am not a designer by any means, but you know, I just thought, you know what, let me just make it myself. I used Google and YouTube University to try and figure it out, and this is what I made. This is how the front or the body of the jumper is going to look like. And also it's not going, yeah, I think this is the bottom, and then you knit it up, and this is how sort of like this area is going to look like. And then this is going to be the sleeves, right, from top at the top here. So this is going to be the sleeves, and then I'm going to make these little different color stripes, and then we're going to go down with the finishing the sleeves with like little stripy lines. And I think it's going to be really, really fun. I don't know if the vision is going to come alive. I've never done a colorwork sweater before, or colorwork anything. I've never done a colorwork anything, but you know, I believe in myself. I trust myself. I know that if I have a vision in my mind, I can make it happen. I can manifest it. I can create it. If I can see it in my mind, I can see it in my hands. I believe in myself. So I'm going to make it happen. So this is the yarn that I bought for it. This is how the body of it is going to be a little brownie. And I bought this one, this little strands one, so that I can hold it together with this one, so that it's not as heavy as this one, because this cardigan, I double stranded the wool itself. I just feel like if you hold it alone on the side like this, it's a little too heavy. So I bought this thinner cotton strand that I can hold with this, and then hopefully it's going to be strong and durable and not too heavy, but still warm, because it is wool. And yeah, and then so the color of the jumper that I'm going to make is going to be this color brown, and I am planning on doing the color work little pattern areas with this white. So I'm going to hold it together with this cotton strand right here, and then do the color work with the white. And I think that it's going to be a really, really fun project whenever I do start casting it on. And I think right now what I'm waiting for is to finish my brother's cardigan, my brother's jumper, and finish this blanket, because since I've never done color work before, I do want to give it my absolute attention and not be jumping around between projects, right? I want to really just zone in and make the vision come alive. And so that is it, you guys. Thank you very much for tuning in. Thank you for watching all the way to the end. I appreciate you so very much. Please do not forget to like and subscribe, and let me know, let's chat down in the comments. Like, tell me what you like to do in your spare time. What are your hobbies? What would you like to see more from me? And definitely give me some feedback about the mic situation. I would really, really love to hear. And yeah, I am using a daylight lighting, so it keeps coming on and off. If you see the lighting keeps changing, that's the reason. And if that is putting you off, let me know down in the comment section. I'm here to improve. I'm here to be better. And I want to see this channel be all the things out here on YouTube. And I want to build a little community where we can all be friends and be happy together with our crafting, right? So yeah, thank you very much for watching, guys, and bye. I will see you guys pretty soon. Okay.